was never really my favorite attack, because it takes a second before it actually blows up and does damage. Okay, looks like we've got... Is that a pack ahead? No, it's just a bunch of bats. So I've got a fairly decent like AoE build right now at the moment, you know, because Bolus is going to do AoE, and then Rapid Fire is really good for hitting a group, or at least the front of a group. And with the rooting ability, it keeps them away. It's kind of nice. I haven't really needed to use my discipline abilities. Good, more experience, so we can get to the next build quicker. Oh, Jar of Souls. Nice.
All the infernal traps to spring.
This was always one of my favorite events. But it's funny, a lot of the... Because when you think about it, the cursed chests are kind of like Jar of Souls, with their waves of enemies coming after you. But for some reason, Jar of Souls just always felt better, even compared to cursed chest. I don't know if it's just because of the way it is thematically, or the fact that the waves are slow and progressively get better and faster. Until you just kind of get this huge group of enemies on top of you. I don't know. Alright, put some caltrops down. Just root them all, throw out some bolas. There we go. Oh, hey. Is that bracer? That was a bracer, wasn't it? Yeah, wasn't it? I thought it was a shoulder for a second there. Yellow armor, though. Ooh, Dex, life regeneration, hatred regeneration. Yep. Cool. Ah, Death Dealer, because I got a one-handed crossbow and a cloak on. Yep, okay. And what is changes coming? Get 100 season achievement points in Season 1. Okay, so this is how you unlock the banner, is by unlocking achievements in the season. That's cool. I didn't know how that worked. I know that the transmog you have to hit level 70. I didn't know how the banner things worked. Whole bunch of bounties. And so apparently you get season points by doing things like this, like kill a certain number of skeletons in Act 1, spiders, Triune, Fallen. Okay. It's basically kill 1,000 of each of these type of monsters. Paragon, reach Paragon level 10 in the season, goes up to reach Paragon level 100 in the season, kill the bosses. Wow, kill the Skeleton King 50 times in the season, and that's 10 season points for that. Really? I guess they really just want you to do bounties, because that's kind of how that would happen. Well, that's there, but that's how you get, so you get season points, and those season points will get you things like this feat of strength. Now, the downside of this being a feat of strength is that I can't see what it takes to get the other items. To see what it takes to get the sigil, the accent, And what else is there? There's the shape, sigil, accent. Oh, and the background. That's 3 other things. I might need to get a total of 400 season points to unlock everything. So there's that. Considering the season lasts about 3 months, as seems perfectly doable even with my schedule, I would think. But banners, shapes, and sigils and things like that aren't anything I overly care about, so not getting those isn't going to really concern me, to be honest. So there's that. But for those of you who may want it, it doesn't seem like it's going to be too bad if it keeps up like that. Hold on. And honestly, 100 season achievement points. I mean, that's just the season bounties and all that, and those are 10 points apiece. The achievement points you get from doing normal achievements also count, so yeah, that seems very easy to do, considering achievements are reset on season. Alright.
I can bring that down.
Back up a bit, do a little bit of rapid fire. Alright, caltrops, bunch of bolas. Root. Kill one of them. Electrified, that's not too bad. Frill's back up, so let's just go ahead and root them. It just was flying! Oh good, some toughness increase, some vitality on that one. Just grab that. Getting close to 13, or we'll change everything again. Alright, let's go see what's in that other corner. Jiminy Cricket, welcome! Welcome. Yes, please feel free if you wish to listen in the corner. As, quite honestly, some of the builds I've been getting on this random generator here have not been all that fun to watch, so listening might be more interesting. So feel free. But welcome, welcome, and I'm glad you enjoy the videos.
I am returning to town.
Alright, time to go into the last crypt. Or go back to New Tristram. I just love clicking redundantly. Ah, but I played Diablo. Clicking redundantly is the name of the game. Ah. No development hell, so last crypt. big guys. Alright, let's get them to kill each other. Oh, nice big group over here.
How satisfying.
And there's level 13. Preparation. A new passive in Blood Vengeance. Okay, that's going to make some of these builds be interesting, I think, because now some of my builds are going to be have some pretty useless stuff on them if I'm not using them, using the right abilities. Alright, let's see. Preparation and Blood Vengeance. Can't spell, it's okay. Here we go. Randomize. So we do have a generator here. Chakram, entangling bolas. Oh, this will be interesting. Entangling bolas. And chakram. And what else? Rapid fire. Oh boy. 2 generators, 2 spenders. How's this going to work out? Alright, well, let's see if I can get to use the rune for entangling. Yes or no? Yes or no? Entangling, yes. Okay, so I have Chain Gang again. Bolas has no rune. Chakram has no rune. Rapid fire does, though. Do I get to use it? Yes. Okay, cool. Withering fire. Initial hatred cost reduced. And they deal fire damage. Okay, so it's a lot easier to channel that now. So 10 hatred with 6 over time and 10 hatred, so I guess it depends on if it's a large group for Chakram and a condensed pack for rapid fire, I guess, is really going to be where what that comes down to. I can entangle bolas and just alternate between the two, and that could work. Slow them down, AoE. Excuse me. Let's move these around, I think. Like that. There we go. Alright, passive. What am I getting passive? I am getting tactical advantage again. Okay, cool. Can live with that. Tactical advantage. I can live with that, but it's going to do me no good. I don't have smokescreen, vault, or evasive fire. So I basically have a useless passive now. Oh well. Thrill the Hunt would have been nice to keep, but I don't get to. Well, this kind of works, and chain and then bola. And so slow them down, do AoE. Now when it comes to straight up damage, I should probably look at which one's which.
studies indicate that a high-level cleric of the Zakarum named Akan began to sense the corruption that was eating away at the heart of his faith.
Alright, so entangling is 200% weapon damage. Bolus is 160, but then it's 110 to the group. So single shot or single target damage is going to go to entangling shot. Bolus is going to go to the group. Chakram, what is that? 380? 380, yeah.
This will be interesting.
I can use it in situations like this to kind of go through walls. Alright, let's slow this group down and then go to Withering Fire. The one that's weak stayed in the background. Okay. Let's do some bolas to try and weaken the one in the back and ultimately kill it. There we go. Okay, anything good? Helmet? Ooh, 25 dex? Yeah, I'll take it. Never really cared for Chakram. It's cheap, certainly. But I mean, like, compared to Withering Fire right now, Withering Fire is better just because it's got more of a predictable damage path. I can hit what I want to hit with Withering Fire and hit it quickly. It does a lot of damage in its time span. And especially with the rune I'm using, it's fairly cheap. So honestly, it's better than Chakram in every way. But Chakram, I can at least shoot through, like I was doing up here. I could kind of shoot through walls where Rapid Fire couldn't. So there are some uses here. Well, it looks like we're done in this dungeon, so let's go salvage everything. Okay, now I still don't have anything I can really craft, and I'm thinking that it's because I haven't leveled up my blacksmith. So, it's only 1,000 gold to upgrade, so let's give him the first rank, and yep, now I can get bracers and pants. My bracers could use some upgrading, and so could my pants. Let's upgrade again and see that, okay, I could get a sword, but I can't really use that. Yellow gloves are available. Let's get them up to rank 2, shall we? Cool. Journeyman, flail, shoulder guards. Crossbow, quiver, sword. Can I do shoulders already? Helm, pants, shield, shoulders? Yeah. And that's required level 10. So, I think I don't need level 2 for a while. Let's see. Journeyman shoulder guards? Yeah, that's level 15. Okay, I like the fact that I can mouse over to see if I actually want to do this upgrade. I don't need to. Alright, so with this, I can attempt to upgrade some things. I have I have enough for one rare item. I can make a bow. I can make a quiver. Can't do the gloves. Can't do the helm. I could do shoulders. That doesn't require... Alright. Alright, so let's see. Should I use my tiers? I have 2 tiers. Should I use them? Let's ask RNG. And what I'll do is I'll ask for each item that's an upgrade, I will put it into the random number generator and see if I can go ahead and try and make an upgrade. So we'll do random generation through crafting as well. So do I use my 2 tiers? Yes or no? Let's just say 1 is yes, 2 is no. Kind of like before. So 2 is no. I can't use my tiers, not yet. So do I upgrade any armor though? So let's find out. That would be using a tier. Boots are fine. Bracers. Do I upgrade my bracers? Yes. Okay, craft. Put those on. Alright, chest armor's fine. Pants. Do I upgrade my pants? Yes. Now I have a feeling this is going to probably fail because I've gotten 2 yeses in a row. Do I upgrade my shoulders? This doesn't cost me tiers. It's a yellow. I don't have any shoulders as it is. Do I get shoulders? Yes or no? No. Darn it. Oh well. We move on. You have earned the season achievement Stealing with Feeling. Oh, level up the blacksmith. And level 5 is the next one on that one. Okay, cool. Well then, where are we going next? Looks like we're going to the garden. We're going to go try and get to Leoric. Alright, so this will be interesting. Now, I plan on doing the same thing with the Templar when I get him. So, again, it'll be 1 is yes, 2 is no. Do I allow him to follow me? And then when I get to a certain point, while I'm solo, I'll probably go ahead and use a follower, but I will randomize which follower I'm using.
It was Lazarus.
But in the beginning, since there aren't any options other than yes or no, that's what I'll be doing. I'm just not going to automatically take him. I'm going to throw it in as a random thing. And then as we get on, where you basically all this gear is pretty much guaranteed, and you have everything unlocked, I'll put it to the generator of which one to use, because then they're not as huge of a benefit. They're definitely helpful, but not as big as they are in the early levels. Alright. But of course, I'm also open to feedback on that. Whoever, you know, if anyone thinks that's against the spirit of the random run, I mean, definitely willing to listen to that as well. Because again, the idea is to kind of keep things as random as possible, but at the same time, just have fun with it. Which is also why I'm kind of tweaking it a little bit to make sure I have at least 1 generator for the time being. Just because I don't think it's fun to either play nor to watch when I would be doing nothing but running around getting resources. Granted, we had something like that happen in the early game, like right at the very beginning. I just ran circles around this one monster until I killed it all day, because it had so many hit points. What am I missing? Wow. A lot of gold just dropped there, didn't it?
I can bring that down.
Alright. Let's slow him down. I'll go ahead and use my chakram here, because I'm trying to keep moving. I guess that's one advantage chakram has over rapid fires. I can use it while moving. And kind of keep away from these monsters here. Belt. Better belt in all every regard, too. I feel like I'm gonna have to try this again sometime with a different class, because it's kind of it's definitely amusing. Just how these builds can quickly get interesting. Crap. Okay, time to run and use some chakrams. Throwing a bunch of bolas in there and destroying the huge group. Withering Fire, excellent rune for this, because even when I get knocked back, the initial 10 cost is so close to the channel cost. It's not that big of a deal. Now I'm starting to get surrounded here, so I better move around.
My strength is back.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and use chakram here as well. Not normally a big fan of chakram, but for having to move around when it's my only other movement skill, definitely works. Summoner. Oh, what is this? Rite of passage. What did you get? Reach level 10. Excellent. He is probably going to level up faster than I am. Actually, he already is, I think. Because I'm taking my time. And I don't have adventure mode, which I'm pretty sure might be using. Alright, so what we get? Fan of Knives. And a room for bolas. Oh, and a rune for a smokescreen, apparently.
I will forever live in a...
Oh, and evasive. Okay, so we got a couple things. Excellent. Okay. Well, well, well. Evasive fire, fan of knives. So, evasive fire, fan of knives. And 2 runes, so not a big deal there. No passives this time, so let's go ahead and randomize the build. Caltrops, Impale, Bolas. Caltrops, Impale, Bolas, Caltrops. Caltrops, Impale, Bolas, preparation. Oh, prep, huh? Okay. Well, oh, and I have a new one. What's after prep then? Vault. Okay, cool. Vault. So I have 5 out of the 6 skills now. Oh dear. Well, at least I have a generator, a spender, and then I've got like 3 discipline. So this could be interesting. Could be. Let's see. Vault. We'll go ahead and put over here. Prep. I mean, considering that prep restores 30 discipline, I now have 2 discipline skills of Caltrops and Vault. That could definitely be useful. So now I've got an AoE and Bolas. I've got Impale. Let's see about runes. Bolas, do I get to use it? Yes or no? Yes. Okay. So 1, 2 volatile explosives. Now I'm saying yes or no. Normally 1 is yes, 2 is no. In this, I'm kind of going in rune 1, rune 2, so that's kind of how I'm doing it that way. It's I probably should have been more clear about that. Impale, 1 or 2. 2. So I get to use Impact. Causes a knockback and has a 100% chance to stun for a second and a half, so that's cool. So I have a stun now. Caltrops, rune or not? Yes, I get to use Hook Spines. Vault does not have a rune. Prep does not have a rune. Okay, and then for the passive. Blood Vengeance. Okay, maximum hatred is increased by 25. In addition, 30 hatred and 3 discipline are gained when I am healed by Health Club. So, my hatred goes up, and I get some discipline back with health globes, which is nice, considering I'm using a discipline-heavy build. So I'm at 125 now? No, I'm at 150. There's that. Bolas, Impale. Okay, so that is Caltrops, Volt, and if I need it, I have Prep. Okay. This one could have gone a lot worse. I think I'm going to like that stun on Impale. Knockback and stun, no less. Kind of stagger him back, keep him at bay. That and Impale really does a lot of damage. 750 weapon damage. On my level 70 Demon Hunter, I am using Impale, and I'm using the cold version because I have like all sorts of plus cold damage. It hits hard. It's like probably the hardest hitting skill a Demon Hunter has, I believe. Maybe second to like say Cluster Arrow, but Cluster Arrow is more AoE, whereas this Impale does it in like a line. Just hits so very hard. The cold rune is perfect too because it doesn't just hit one target, it goes through all the targets. Right now, I'm kind of at the mercy of, I can only hit one target, and that kind of sucks for what's going on right now. Let's kind of do this. Get behind them. There we go. Kind of having to use Vault to get to the summoner here. There we go. Bam. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Yeah, that's right, back up. Both of you. Stop getting near me. There we go. Uh-oh. Got an elite, so let's go ahead and caltrip down. My knockback is not really knocking back, so let's... Thank goodness I have hook spines, because that's 80% slow, and they're still getting through it real quick. That's kind of a concern. Uh-oh. Did not mean to hit that one. Alright, let's go ahead and prep now. Okay, so my impact is stunning, but it's not knocking back. Uh-oh. Caltrip's not going to be enough. Let's go ahead and Volt past. Yeah, that stun is helpful. Just kind of wish I would knock back too. Alright, 80% slow. 80% slow and it still doesn't feel very slow. Stay where you are. Stay where you are. Oh gosh. Frozen orbs. Volt. Haha, you missed me. Okay. Okay. I'm good. I'm good. Yeah. Didn't get anything good. Suck. Well, we're at level 3, so we're gonna have the Templar following us around for a bit.
Maintain your incantations. You will soon turn.
Ave magistros, ave registros, ave leodastos. I am free.
You tell him, Cormac.
Now, back to my mission. Who are you? Tell me I must kill the Skeleton King. Then our aims align.
Is that any better? Oh yes, 1% more damage on a regular bow or one-handed crossbow. Excellent. Oh boy, time to pull back a bit. Who are you? Shakal, nomad of the wastelands. these aren't too bad. Oh, got some Nephilim glory orbs, that helps. Yeah, this Impale stun is definitely keeping him back, keeping back the elites. Not to be underestimated. Just kind of sucks it only hits one target, you know. Which is one of those reasons why I don't typically use it. Oh, hey, a new cloak. Some good damage on it. Excellent. Good damage and health.
The cultists dragged me past this glowing pit. What made it? Down this way. There are my weapons. He's free! Do not let him rearm! I am Cormac, warrior of the Templar Order. If it is the Skeleton King you seek, then you will have to fight your way past John Dar.
John
There
Dar!
is no reason we should hunt alone.
I usually prefer to be alone, but I will make an exception for a warrior like yourself.
Alright, this one is actually a better quiver. They both have 19 vital, they both have the same attack speed, but this one also has hatred regeneration. So even though the stat changes, doesn't look like it actually changes anything, we know better. Hey, I got my first shoulder piece. Be too much longer now. We take out John Daw. Go through a level to get to the Skeleton King.
Black magic bars
Buzz
our
our
way.
way. But the will of a Templar is stronger.
You were a Templar, John Dar. How could you succumb to this coven?
The Coven is my brotherhood now. The powers we serve will soon rule this world.
I can just stun John Dar for days. Stun. Wow.
Please forgive me, bitch.
Thank you for your aid. We find the sacred.
Alright,
Tower,
helmets.
and onward.
Okay, 1 is yes, 2 is no. Do we let him follow us? No! Sorry, Cormac. Back to town you go. So I'm going it alone against the Skeleton King. I will not have my follower with me. This suddenly got interesting. Because having a follower against the Skeleton King can be quite nice. I'll knock these guys back so they do AoE damage. There we go. My only saving grace is once again that it's expert, not master.
And now I wonder.
Should be able to hit 15 just before Leoric. Would be my guess. Only 30% to level. Oh yeah, easily. I just got 10%. This has proven to be a pretty good build for early level. Keep things slow, lots of AoE, single target damage, plus knockback, stuns. And really, all the elements you need for survivability are pretty much here. I've got Volt to get past groups if they decide to trap me in a corner. It's one of my favorite things about Volt. It's kind of sad that I don't use Volt on my level 70 build. I pretty much use Shadow Power to keep myself alive, but that's because I tend to let my turrets do most of the work. Turrets are my pets, and I just kind of stay back. Downside is, if I do get trapped against a wall, I'm pretty much dead. Good news is, though, I tend to survive quite a bit unless that happens. Just kind of sit there, use Shadow Power, gain back the health I've lost. Keep my distance. Uh-oh, pack. What do we got? Mortar. One's almost dead already. Let's hit it, stun it. Let's get around them. Easy peasy.
Become stronger.
Alright, there's 15. Which gives me grenade. A second rune for impale. Okay. So the only new skill is grenade. So let's throw that on here. No new passives. Rapid fire, evasive fire, entangling shot. Entangling shot. Grenade and fan of knives. Oh, what is this? What is this? Really? Oh, dear gods. Alright, let's make evasive fire my primary. It's 200% weapon damage. Does AoE. It gives me a backflip to get away. Grenade is 160. Entangling, so oh boy. So entangling does slow. Evasive fire will probably be my primary damage ability, because that's 200% weapon damage. Entangling is 200, as is evasive, but evasive fire hits 2 additional enemies for 100, so that's a total of 400 in a group, and I don't have bolas. Oh man. This build is gonna... ugh, this is weird. I've got fan of knives if they get close to me. A rapid fire to pretty much just deal with long range threats. Grenade will do good group AoE for larger groups. Evasive fire for smaller groups and single target. Single target and evasive is better than entangling. Kind of, because it has the backflip component. However, entangling will slow down enemies, so alternating between the two would probably be best. Anyway, I don't see myself using grenade too much. It's probably going to be mostly rapid fire if enemies get close, then fan of knives. Wow, to get 3 generators on this random... Okay, what passive do I get? Thrill of the Hunt. Well, there's that. Which is good, because if enemies get close to me and I then Fan of Knives will then root everything around me. So that's kind of what I'm going to be going for with that. That and Rapid Fire occasionally to keep them from getting to me, but when they do get to me, I can always Fan of Knives. Okay, Evasive Power, no runes. Entangling Shot, 1 rune. Okay, so rune 1 and 2, that's the way I do it, and it's not just a simple yes, no, it's rune 1 or 2. And it's 2, so we get Chain Gang back. Rapid Fire, I've got Withering Fire, so 1 or 2. It looks like I get 2, so I do get Withering Fire, great. Grenade has nothing, Fan of Knives has nothing, so there we go. Oh wow, they really did shorten the backflip on that, didn't they? You hardly move at all. Alright, let's go ahead and root them in place. Oh wow, look at this. It's just a micro stutter. It's pretty cool though, because it doesn't cost discipline to do it. Nice. Evasive fire only knocking you back a little bit. That's so funny. That's wow. Backflip away 5 yards. That's so small. I haven't used backflip since they changed it. I forgot about that. Oh man. You're like pew, jump backwards like a step. Pew, step, pew. Oh man, I just haven't played with it. That's so funny.
Time for that creature to die.
Oh dear. Okay, chain gang everything. Chain gang, chain gang. Chain gang, root everything. Really? Oh no, Fan of Knives doesn't do it. Fan of Knives is not a spender, I forgot. It has no cost, only a cooldown. So using Fan of Knives will not proc Thrill the Hunt. I have to do it with, oh dear, I did not want to be in the middle of that group. Evasive fire almost screwed me there. Man, they're flying too, which means they can get to me pretty easily. Let's Withering Fire and try and take out 1 or 2 of them. Alright, come on, come on.
Better now.
Chain gain, chain gain. Bam. I mean, the good news here is I can continually move backwards just by firing, but then again, that enemy likes to get behind me and then make me tumble into the group, which is not good. Okay, great. This is the only one left. This should not be too big of a deal. Come on up. Come into my parlor, so the spider to the fly, or the demon hunter to the demon, as it were. Slow you down, root you in place, and just kill you with withering. I was looking forward to level 15. Now that I'm level 15, I wish I was 14 again. Oh dear, the random challenge. RNG giveth and RMG taketh away. And oh boy. Wow. Evasive fire hits pretty far away. I didn't realize that. Wow, and it stutters back for a long range as well. Interesting. Remember back when it used to have Volt range. I think they increased the range at which it will proc its backflip because they lowered how far back it goes. Toss this way over there. Fairly big group. evasive fire could be very dangerous. Not having direct control over where I'm moving kind of bothers me in a way. I'll be right back. I have to take this, actually. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, my apologies for that hold time. Had to take that call. Let me go ahead and get into this. Basically, what's going to happen here is, due to work, I'm going to get to this Leoric, we're going to kill the Skeleton King, and that's probably going to be it for this part of the run. And then I will be picking this up later, of course, because I want to. The goal is to get to level 70 doing this. I've never had a hardcore character that high. I mean, hell, like I said, the highest hardcore character I've ever had was level 10 that I can recall. I might be able to look at my stats and know for sure what my highest was. But I know it wasn't that high, I can tell you what, because I am terrible at hardcore. There was a, I know a couple of friends, we were doing a Diablo hardcore challenge when Diablo 3 first came out, and one of the guys that I was doing it with was Travis. From SC2 Noob School, which sadly he seems to have kind of... I know he's out there because I see him logging on every now and then, but I know he hasn't been making YouTube videos for a while, so I'm not sure what's how things are going with him. Hopefully well, but yeah, we were doing it, and I was, you know, the first one to die. Always was the first one to die in Diablo 2 and in Diablo 3. It was terrible. I suck. I suck. But since then, I think I've gotten a bit better. Improved. Of course, you know, I play more now than I did then. I hadn't been playing too much. But I was never very, you know, I never did the hardcore thing. Never, that was like my first real attempt at hardcore. And I didn't realize just how cautious you had to be about certain things. Of course, the game was also a bit harder then, too. Not to try and make excuses for myself, but hey, there it is. Because that was back when they still did the whole nightmare, normal nightmare hell. You had to beat the game 3 times to get anywhere. And I died shortly after the Skeleton King, because like all of us had done up to the Skeleton King, we all knew what to expect. And when the game first came out, none of us knew what was happening after the Skeleton King. And I died to one of those damn trees. That was where I died. That was my first hardcore death in D3, and after that I just kind of swore off hardcore. Maybe that was my highest hardcore. It was right there, with right around 11, 10, or 12. Yeah, the trees in, damn it, why can't I remember the name of the zone now? Yeah. But after you kill Leoric, the trees that drop the poison bombs that you have to move out of, yeah. That was my death. Because, you know, didn't know what was going to happen. Didn't realize how much damage they do. And of course, now I know. I know perfectly well how powerful those things are now. And it saddens me that I died to that, knowing that now. If I knew then what I know now, right? That's kind of the moral of the story, I guess. Anyhow. Yeah, I've just always been deathly afraid of hardcore because I don't like losing progress. Especially not permanently. But hey, this is a for fun challenge. Seasons are up. Everybody's on a fresh start anyway, right? Seasons require you to start with no artisans, no money, no nothing. And I figured, you know what? Since I got to start over anyway, let's just go ahead and do the hardcore, you know? And if I fail, I fail. Ultimately, if I need to, I'll make a softcore, get them to 70 to unlock the transmog, and that's all I really care about. The banner and stuff, you know what? I don't really care about too much. If I get them, great. If I don't, I don't. Making some pretty good progress. I think I might be able... Will I get the 16? Can I get rid of this build before I fight Leoric? Well, fingers crossed, right? Man, you know what I haven't seen in like a long ass time? Is a black mushroom for the Staff of herding. Just kind of realized that like I haven't seen that in a while. This works in some weird way. I slow them down and then I just knock myself back continually. It just constantly keeps them at bay. And then I've got Thrill the Hunt whenever they get too close. Starting to see some yellow items. That's nice. Yellow bracers. Oh wow, cool. Fire skills deal 3% more damage. Well, that would be rapid fire and grenade at this point. It's only 3%. Of course, 3% that is the low end of the roll anyway. So cool, yeah, I can get more damage out of rapid fire and grenade now. Once again, another build that kind of surprises me that it works. I mean, this build seems terrible. Well, I would replace the grenade with something else, but the evasive and entangling are oddly working together in this little bit of synergy where the enemy just can't catch up and then I'm constantly moving backwards while firing. It is certainly very surprising. Okay, let's speed this up. Thrill the Hunt just really honestly seems like a good skill to work with it too. I mean, since it's basically a slowing build, Thrill the Hunt makes sure that if they get past the slow of the slow and the backflip, I can root them in place and get away. Pardon me. I can just hit him from back here. That's awesome. Ah, they can summon in here. That's not fair. No one said they could do that. Long shot. Oh, kill 100 monsters from 45 yards away. Demon Hunter specific achievement. Rooted. There we go. Finish this place off. I got about 20% to level. I really want to try and get to level 16. Let's just get a new build for Leoric. Oh, well, I ended up finding the exit without meaning to. I thought it was going to be over here. That's okay, there's still plenty of monsters between me and the Skeleton King. Oh, sheesh. Double treasure goblins. This'll be fun. Go get the other one. Go, 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 go. My first legendary. Holy crap. And it's a ring. Come on. Got him.
I'm overburdened.
Okay. Let's take what I've got. Get out of here. And let's see, was there anything I needed? Now the downside to doing this random run is that if I do this right, that's a legendary item, I should roll whether or not I can use that ring. That is going to be the most painful thing. If I do this the way I'm supposed to do this, I should roll whether or not I should use it. And I'm so afraid of it being no. Oh well. It's my first legendary, it's a ring, it's at level 15, whatever. I'll get over it. But that's pretty cool that I found one off one of the double treasure goblins. Come on, come on, come on. Die, 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 die. What's that sandwich? Kill them all? Great idea. The heavy TF2, I'm telling you. Alright. Let's ID this buddy, shall we? It's the Nagel Ring. Dex, Vital, Attack Speed, Life on Hit. Nothing too special, so honestly if I have to get rid of it, it's not gonna kill me. But honestly, since I have no jewelry right now, it's gonna be so nice if I can. So, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The random number generator. Let's see what happens. 1 is yes. 2 is no.
Do I get my precious niggle ring? Oh, I loves it. I needs it. Yes! Precious. Precious. Oh, and Jesus loves us? No. No, he hates us. Ah, but he provides.
Oh, yes. Excellent. Excellent. I'm happy now. I'm happy. We're good. We're walking, we're killing. Let's do this. Alright. Just before I get to Leoric. Of course, I will have to redo the build, obviously. But I'll probably do a real quick can't I craft it? Wow, I can't even talk. Ugh, I'm excited. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Oh, hello, Belt. Pick that up, pick that up. much further to go. I'm gonna get nervous after this point, since my last hardcore death was right after Leoric. Clear everything out to be safe.
Keep your distance from him. This burden is mine to bear.
Oh, lots of gold dropping for those, right?
You dare to bring the warmth of life into my tomb?
I dare.
You get accustomed to that.
There's 16. That gives us a Volt Rune. Okay, Shadow Power is a new skill. And a new passive and steady aim. So many enemies coming my way. Okay. Let's try this again. Get a little closer. Yikes. Alright, now that the room's clear, let's go ahead and do the build. Let's figure out what we're going to get. So, Shadow Power and Steady Aim. So let's go ahead and put that in here. Shadow Power and Steady Aim. And when do I get the next passive slot? Alright. Here we go. Randomize. Smokescreen, evasive fire, grenade. Okay, well, grenade and evasive fire. This one will be smokescreen. Smokescreen, evasive fire, grenade. Fan of knives and bolas. Fan of knives. Man. Really? I went to another 3 generator build. Alright, I'll make it work. I'll make it work. Okay, so Fan of Knives for close-up again. The downside here is that I lose Entangling Shot. Entangling Shot and Evasive Fire were working really well together. These abilities really don't synergize well at all. So, especially since Grenade and Bolas are both really good AoE abilities, 160 with 110, and that's just 160 overall. Difference is that this takes a second to blow up and has more primary target damage than grenade does. Evasive fire will still be the better single target damager. Well, let's see what happens with runes. Evasive has none. Grenade has none. Smokescreen has displacement. Okay, do I get to use it or not? Let's find out. One is yes, two is no. No, I do not. Okay, no rune. Or wait, one is yes, not one. I'm sorry. For runes, it's rune 1 and 2. 2 is yes. Sorry, that's my bad. Stick to my own rules. Not trying to change it. It's rune 1 or 2. All right, bolas, volatile explosion. So that's 1, 2. 1, so I don't get to use that. Infantinize has nothing. Okay. Man, I'm not sure how to do this. Obviously, I want that to primary. That's fine where it is. I'm going to have no real spenders to fight Leoric with. I've got Smokescreen with displacement, which is good. That lets me take reduced damage, especially on Leoric. That's kind of nice because when he teleports, it'll be nice to be able to use that. So, I mean, that's useful. That's definitely useful. As far as grenade and bolas, that's 110 AoE. Honestly, grenade is going to be the better AoE generator because this is only 110 on an area. That's about 160. I would use that for more damage on a primary, but that's what I have evasive fire for. And so, really, it looks like I'll be doing evasive fire and grenades, and bolas are going to kind of be on the wayside. They're just going to kind of sit there. I just don't really see me using them too much. All right, let's see what the passive is, though, before we get to do anything else. Thrill of the Hunt. Alright, so we're keeping Thrill. Alright. This will be interesting. The Leoric fight's going to be a while. I'm just going to warn everybody watching right now. Without a spender. I'm not going to do a ton of damage to him. I don't think it's going to be terrible, especially since I can avoid a lot of his damage with Smokescreen. It's just going to be an exercise in patience, and we can do that. We'll go back and we will do some crafting real fast just to try and speed it up a little bit more. Alright, let's go back. Alright, anything that I can use? That's not an upgrade. That is not... Nope, nope, nope. Alright, so salvage everything. So I've got 6 tiers. Now, can I upgrade to any of the items in here? It's a level 15 flail, I can't use that. That's level 14 one-handed, I can use that. Alright, let's train that up. Yeah, how about these? Yes, I can start using those, train that up. 18, there was one in there that I can use. No, it's a flail. Alright. Well, Nekokin and Kao, once again, the two that last got level 70, have once again... God, how's that happening? That's crazy. They were the first ones to get the 70, and they just killed Malthael at Torment 6. I want to know how they're doing that. Because I was told within 5 hours, someone killed Malthael in Torment 6 in the UK. Now they're doing it again on the US. I don't know how that happens. Torment 6. I can only guess that what it is it's the same thing that happened with Diablo. They're probably skipping through the levels before him, because bosses typically are easier than the route to the boss. Not to say that that's not an achievement. I mean, definitely congratulations to them. But it kind of makes it make a little sense. You know, he's honestly the hardest part of Torment 6 is the elites, I think. But that's cool that they got that. I mean, congrats to them. I had a feeling that if anyone would do it, it would be those two, from them getting 70. So great job. And alright, so here we go. To do this now, it takes 2 for that. The gloves and the helm both take all 6. Okay. So we ask the random number generator. 1 is yes, 2 is no. Do I get to use my tiers to create rare items? And once again, the random number generator says no. So I cannot use any of my tiers. I can still make the yellow items that require no tiers. But we'll have to see about that. Okay, so I can't make that. That sucks, because that could have been useful. Alright. Can I use the quiver either? That requires tiers. As I get more tiers, since I can only really make so many items, that's why I'm doing the roll for tiers first. Okay, bracers, I'm already good there. Chest armor, good there. Requires tiers, requires tiers. Pants, I'm good there, pretty much. The shoulders, though, once again, I can ask, can I create the shoulders? Those require no tiers. 1 is yes, 2 is no. No. So that's twice it has denied me creating rares with tiers, and twice it has denied me the shoulders. It has faith in me, though, right? It would not give me a challenge that I couldn't overcome. That's how that works, right? Praise RNGesus. We'll give it a try. Now, let's take a look at the jewelry. Trying to do everything I can to make this a little easier. Gonna look at the jewelry. If there's an upgrade, we'll ask it, can I buy the upgrades? At least I have one jewel, or gem. I have this ring, which is really nice. So, vitality, life per second, and life to kill. Vitality, health globes, strength. Not necessarily upgrades, but I could use the vitality just for survivability's sake. Let's ask. Let's just say, do I buy these jewels, these trinkets here? 1 is yes, 2 is no. Yes. Okay. Well, let's buy them. So we will get the ring of the bear and the reptilian amulet of the bear. All right. So there we go. We're fully decked out. We have gear in every slot. Alright, so there we have it. The random build is chosen. The random build has not allowed us to upgrade to rares, so we're going in as we are. This could be fun. This could take a while, but I am going to enjoy it either way. No deaths. Alright. Cross your fingers. Wish me luck, ladies and gentlemen. I think. I'm hoping I won't need it, really. I don't have my Templar with me, because it told me not to bring him. Alright, let's pull back this way. This will give me a bit more room to run if I need it. Well, that worked. Hello. Man, it would have been cool to find like an upgrade right before fighting Leoric, just from his pots. Finding lots of gold though. All right, Leoric, Skeleton King, let's do it. You and me, buddy, mano a mano. I am ready to take you down. Let's do this! Right there, I use my smoke screen to avoid damage. I'm just gonna pop Fan of Knives on him every chance I get. Popping smoke screen. Oh, it was a little too early. AoE damage to kill his ads. Fan of Knives. He just can't get close to me. Come on, Leoric. You got this, man. You got this. I see the teleport.
I'm still waiting.
He's down to 25% health. Uh-oh. Yeah, get out of that corner. Well, I didn't proc my smoke screen. I guess I didn't need it. No, I'm really not taking a lot of damage from him. I thought he might have hit a little bit harder than that. Oh well. Works for me. Works in my favor. Got myself trapped in the corner there for a moment. Alright, well, we're at 50%. Oh, a Nephilim glory orb. Bring it on! Come on, you pansy! Down to 10,000 health, he's under 25%. $9,000. $8,000. 7. 6. 5. 4. Oh man, that movement speed. Holy crap. Oh, didn't have the discipline on that one. Yeah, okay, he's under 3, now he's at 2. Almost got him. Let's just go after him. Boom! Mad King's in. Few yellows, a legendary helm. Leoric's crown! How fitting. Broken crown, actually. So we will have to do a roll to see if I can use that or not. And if I can't, we will probably just turn it into a soul.
So it is.
I found him.
No, were your men. Tell me. It is, of course.
Then I will slay.
Off to the Fields of Misery, which killed me last time. I'm not going to let it do it again. No, I will get my revenge on the Fields of Misery. Alright, well, sweet. Yellow bow with some pretty good damage on it. 30% increased damage, as a matter of fact, due to the damage rating on it and the attack speed, which is really nice. So go ahead and put that on. That is obviously not as good. A bracer, that is an upgrade. Wow, and it has fire skills on it as well. Fire skills 4% instead of 3, so that's pretty nice. Go ahead and grab that. Am I using fire skills? I am, in the form of grenades and bolas. Really? I should probably actually be using bolas as my primary, since it's got that fire skill on it. Didn't even think about that. So very nice. Thank you, Jiminy, by the way. Yeah. Whittled him down, but I got him. Felt good. Oh, loss of 1% damage, but a gain of 1.6 toughness, plus some regeneration. Should I, shouldn't I? Should I, shouldn't I? I don't know. The toughness increase is kind of nice, plus the healing and the life per second. I think I can lose 1% damage for that. Yeah, we'll do that. Alright, now, so we'll salvage everything else. Can I use Leoric's Broken Crown? It's got some good dex vital. Honestly, it doesn't have any kind of game-changing stuff on it. I would probably just use it, but I want to do this proper. I did say that when I started this, that when I found a legendary item, I would randomly roll it, and I did for the ring. So, here it is. 1 is yes, 2 is no. Sweet, I got lucky again with a legendary item. I can use the crown. So, we will salvage that. And we are done there. Alright, now I have a few of these tiers. I'm going to do this a little bit differently. Rather than ask what, if I can use the tiers or not, I'm just going to go through this thematically, one by one, to see if there's anything I need. I could use a quiver. Let me see. Weapons are going to be the primary thing. I already have a good bow now, which is great. The hand crossbow would be really awesome, though. That's a 20.8. That's already right around where it is. But since I have a 28 regular bow, I'm probably not going to do that, because I want to save these tiers for things that I need upgrades on. And one of them is probably going to be this right here, the regular quiver. So, with that, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can upgrade my quiver. One is yes, two is no. One is yes. Alright, so we craft a quiver. Great, get some toughness and healing with some vitality and regeneration. Excellent, we'll put that on. Salvage this. And let's see, armor. Belt. My belt is pretty good already, so we're good there. Boots. I could use some boots. But let me see, I have 7 tiers left, so if I want something, I should probably either go for the gloves or the helm. Well, I already have a good helm with just getting Leoric's Broken Crown, so what about gloves? 28 to 32, and I have some yellow gloves. I'm thinking I might just forego doing that for now. Let's just see if I can get the boots instead. Alright, can I upgrade my boots? One is yes, two is no. No, I cannot. Okay, can't do the boots. Bracers are fine. Chest armor is fine. So let's ask for the gloves. One is yes, two is no. No. Okay, that's fine. We'll just hold on to those for another time. Pants are good. So shoulders. Can I upgrade to the shoulders again? They're pretty comparable, honestly. 48 to 46, but this is 4 random properties, so let's just find out. Shoulders, yes or no? Yes, so I can finally make the shoulders. There we are. And it actually didn't turn out that great. Toughness increase, though. Loss of 20 dex, but gain 25 vitality, and it's some regeneration. So I will use it. Probably for the best to use it. So I'm pretty much sitting on mostly yellows, a couple blues here in the pants and boots, and of course the 2 trinkets, that the amulet and the ring that I had to buy. Honestly, pretty good for being level 16. I love the fact that there's far more legendary find. I mean, here at level 16, I have 2 legendary items on my character. Back when the game first came out, I didn't find a legendary for, what, 75% of the game? It's pretty crazy, and these items existed then. But oh well. I really love the fact that they have updated the game and made changes that improve quality of life and let us do these things, that get these things. To actually get legendaries. It's, nostalgic moment there for me. I don't need to upgrade my blacksmith again, it looks like, until the level 20s. So we will move on, and that's it. That's going to be it for the day. That felt good to get Leoric down. And here's kind of look at the gears. I have it now. Got the broken crown in my clown suit and my reds and browns and greens and yellows. I am just weird. But hey, it's been fun. Definitely kind of exciting to play a hardcore character, try it out, especially with this whole random build thing going on. So I will continue this at another time. I will of course be announcing, please feel free to follow here on Twitch. For those who may be following along on the VOD, it's twitch.tv/ruronikage. I also announce on Twitter, which username there is ruronikage again. I also have a news ticker called The Shadow Post, literally The Shadow Post, no spaces or anything like that, that does auto-announces, but I usually retweet it on my main account. So there's that. For anyone that wants options and ways to know how to get a hold of me or to know when I will be doing this again. So looking forward to it. Not sure if I'll be doing it over the weekend due to work, but I will probably be streaming again through the week at some point, I'm sure. Depends on when. But hey, there's the options to get a hold of me, or to find out when. So thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you've enjoyed this part of the random challenge, and I shall see you all again next time.